Welcome to the weekend special episode of Companynama. Hope you're ready for all the corporate and startup world updates, as there is quite a lot in store for you this week. I'm Sresha Tiwari, starting off with corporate updates first. Shares of Paytm fell more than 2% to hit an intraday low of 525.05 rupees a piece in early deals on 14th of December, a day after the company approved its first ever share buyback worth up to 850 crore rupees. The board of the company has approved the buyback at 810 rupees each, a massive 62% discount to the IPO price of 2,150 rupees, but at a 50% premium to 13 December closing price. The company will utilize at least 50% of the amount set aside for the buyback of the shares. Debt-laden JP Group has agreed to sell its cement business to Dalmia Cement Limited at an enterprise value of 5,666 crore rupees. JP has been trying to reduce debt after State Bank of India initiated insolvency proceedings against it for failing to settle dues of 6,892 crore rupees. Now, the deal includes a total cement capacity of 9.4 million tons per annum, along with a clinker capacity of 6.7 million tons and thermal power plants of 280 megawatts at an enterprise value of 5,666 crore rupees. This acquisition will help Dalmia to expand its footprint into the central region as well. The two independent valuers appointed by the lenders of the SREI Group and Kakode and Associates and GAA have submitted their valuation reports to the Committee of Creditors. According to the sources, the average liquidation value of SREI Group by these two independent valuers has been pegged at 6,000 crore rupees and the average fair value is 9,000 crore rupees. The sources also revealed that in comparison, the bids submitted by the three bidders, NARCL, Varde Arena Consortium and Autumn, are in the range of 2,500 crore rupees, which is almost 60 to 70% lower than the average liquidation value and average fair value. The insolvency resolution process of Reliance Capital has taken another twist as the lenders now increase the base price for the e-auction from 5,231 crore rupees to 6,500 crore rupees. Bidders left in the race for Reliance Capital now consider the new base price as unrealistic. The auction will now take place on December 22nd and December 23rd instead of an earlier proposal of holding it on December 19th. As per the earlier proposal, the bid value of 5,231 crore rupees quoted by the Cosmia and Piramal Consortium was to be the base value or the starting price for the proposed e-auction. However, the Committee of Creditors in a meeting on 13th of December raised the base price to 6,500 crore rupees. The Guwahati International Airport Limited, the Adani Group entity that operates the LGBI airport, has been granted aerodrome license by the DGCA for complete management of the airport, according to an official statement as on 10th of December. The license was granted by the Directorate General of Civil Aviation on December 9th. Aerodrome license has been given for ensuring complete management operations and development of LGBI airport and authorizes the aerodrome to be used as a public airport of the country. Tata Motors board on 12th of December gave in principle approval to partially divest its stake in Tata Technologies through an initial public offer. Tata Motors holds a 72% stake in Tata Technologies, which provides services in engineering and design, product lifecycle management, manufacturing, product development and IT service management to automotive and aerospace original equipment manufacturers and as well as their suppliers. The planned equity offer from Tata Technologies is likely to be a mix of offer for sale of shares and fresh equity. The company is likely to sell a minimum 10% stake via the equity offer. Debt-ridden Vodafone Idea and its vendor ATC Telecom Infrastructure have agreed to extend the last date for subscription of 1,600 crore rupees or optionally convertible debentures to February 28th. The mobile service company was supposed to issue shares to the tower company last week in lieu of its dues. However, Vodafone Idea's proposal to issue 1,600 crore rupees debentures to mobile tower vendor ATC Telecom Infrastructure has lapsed in the absence of any response from the government on the conversion of interest dues into equity. Infosys founder N.R. Narayana Murthy publicly admitted on 14th of December that he was wrong in his long-standing belief that children of founders should not become involved in the company. He said he was wrong in his decision to keep the next generation promoter group out of Infosys. Meanwhile, Nandan Nilekani, co-founder of Infosys, at a media event said that he would be handing over his role to a non-founder when he exits the company. And this came in when Murthy himself had taken back his previous statement. The succession plan of Infosys was in focus at the company's 40th anniversary celebrations on December 14th, where besides Nilekani and Murthy, other Infosys co-founders like Chris Gopalakrishnan, S.D. Shibulal and K. Dinesh were also present at the event. And over to our special segment of On the Radar. Let's find out which were those corporates that were targets of major controversies this week. The Supreme Court on 14th of December directed the Delhi High Court to proceed with the execution of the arbitral award that the Delhi Metro Rail Corporation is to make to the Reliance Infrastructure in 3 months. According to the arbitration award, DMRC was to give Reliance Infra a total of 7,200 crore rupees. On December 2nd, Reliance Infra filed an application with the Supreme Court against DMRC seeking a payment of 4,500 crore rupees in arrears from the total arbitral award to Delhi Airport Metro Express Private Limited. In March 2022, despite the Supreme Court affirming the arbitral judgment, Reliance Infra alleged that the DMRC had not made the required payments. Kirloskar Brother Limited shareholders have rejected a resolution calling for a forensic audit of the company. According to a regulatory filing, an extraordinary general meeting of the company was convened on December 8th following a requisition by Kirloskar Industries Limited along with Atul Kirloskar and Rahul Kirloskar. The two Kirloskars together hold 24.92% in Kirloskar Brothers Limited amid a simmering feud between Kirloskar siblings. The ordinary resolution was rejected with 63.99% of votes against it, while 36.01% were in favor, the filing had said. And in a fresh twist to the long Jet Airways saga, the Jalan Kal Rock Consortium, which won the bid to revive the grounded airline, has moved the National Company Law Tribunal that the State Bank of India-led group of lenders are purposely delaying the implementation of a resolution plan. In a separate appeal, lenders have moved the NCLAT, urging the tribunal to expunge its observations in the order passed in October 21st. The NCLAT had observed that the Jalan Kal Rock Consortium has met the conditions precedent committed in the resolution plan, while the lenders clarified that not all the conditions are met. And as per reports, banking sources have also said that the ownership of Jet Airways will only be transferred after JKC makes the first tranche of payment and fulfillments of all the conditions precedent. Well, after all the big corporate world updates, over to the startup world. A group of creditors to Byjus, India's most valuable startup, has asked the company to immediately repay part of a $1.2 billion loan that they had recently bought into as they renegotiate the terms of the debt. The lenders have hired Holian Loki Inc. to advise them on amending covenants after the EdTech Titan breached terms, including a September deadline for filing its results for the year ended March 31st, 2022. Most of the lenders in this group bought the debt from the primary holders in September, when the loans slumped to a record 64.5% and are seeking to profit from accelerated repayment. In a regulatory filing, HDFC Bank said that it has acquired a minority stake in fintech startup Mintok for a cash consideration of 31.1 crore rupees. HDFC Bank will hold a 7.75% stake in Mintok post-transaction. The deal is likely to be completed by January 31st, 2023, subject to conditions precedent. In a further move, fintech unicorn Bharat has filed an arbitration for clawing back its former MD and co-founder Ashneer Grover's restricted shareholding and also the founder title. The arbitration was filed on December 8 under Singapore International Arbitration Centre rules, and if it at all relief is granted, then Grover may lose his unvested shares and right to use the founder title. Grover, who has been accused by Bharat of cheating and embezzlement of funds, holds about 8.5% of the company, and of this 1.4% is not vested. Well, with that, we come to an end on this week's Companynama episode. We'll be back with another round of corporate and startup updates same time next week, and catch all the other weekend specials like Taxing Times and Reality Check only on the Money9 app. So go ahead and download it, and yes, keep watching Money9.